Good morning, everybody. We're going to be drumming today. And in these drum streams, I like to share how I practice. And you can find all of the prior live streams for the drumming practice sessions in this playlist. It is the Drum Practice Streams playlist. There's just under 300 videos that shows how I work on stuff. And in each one of these videos, you can find timestamps in the description to see what I was talking about, what kind of question I may have answered in the chat, if I remembered, and also like how I'm practicing what I'm working on. So today we're going to be working on RCC's MORRISpree. And, oh, by the way, in the streams, when I answer questions for people, I will often take those answers and put them into this drumming tips playlist that's got a variety of different topics in here. Again, timestamps in the description so you can figure out like what the different topics are. Like this one starts off talking about even buzz rolls on concert snare, but then it goes into discussion on some other things. You can find literally thousands more free play-alongs, drumming tips, etc., all on my home tab. Just click on the header here, and then it will show you just the drumming stuff. So there's literally over 1,000 free exercises. Just check out the very first video in each one of the playlists for like a 1 or 2 minute explanation of how you can practice with these different play-alongs or use these different resources. And that should get you started for free. Okay. We're going to be working on RCC's MORRISpree today. So this shopping spree, I actually made a mistake when I was writing it out. And somebody pointed out, Glim, thank you, appreciate you. The mistake was two things. One, I didn't put the rim shot here. It was missing the little X. No! I also forgot, or didn't do, the grace note right here. So that was it. Those are the only mistakes. But excellent catch there, Glim. But we fixed this. This is currently set as members first, which just means that it's early release for the people who are members. But it will release next month. So stay tuned for that. Today we're going to be playing through it. We're going to start at 40, and we're just going to go up one click at a time. And then that way you can actually practice along to it if you would like to do that. But with all the play-alongs, you can just jump to whatever BPM you want when this actually releases. Before I actually do all this stuff, though, I want to get motivated with Shia LaBeouf. What? That's not the tab I was looking for. This is the tab I was looking for. Okay, Shia, help me out. We're going to get motivated here. Let me hide him for copyright. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. And you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. He spits there. Hence why he wipes his mouth. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Oh, yeah, I'm super motivated now to stream. Thanks to the power of Shia LaBeouf. Okay. Oh, there's a quote that I want to share that resonates with me right quick, and then we'll get into RCC's MORRISpree. It's a very simple quote. So the quote is, how you think impacts how you feel. So I don't know about you, but I have a tendency to ruminate on things where I will just think about something over and over and over. Just kind of like a broken record for my brain. And if I'm ruminating on a positive thing, then that will have a profoundly positive impact on my mood and how I feel. If I'm ruminating on a negative thing, it has the opposite impact. So what you're thinking about, what you are focusing on in life, will have a profound impact on how you feel. So if you find yourself that you're just in a bad mood, reflect on what have I been focusing on, or where has my attention been the last 24, 48 hours, etc., and see if you can find a way to shift it. So like I have a fantastic therapist. He showed me some cognitive behavioral therapy techniques as well as some dialectical behavior therapy techniques that have been great for like being able to shift my focus onto other things that are more positive and have a more of a beneficial impact on my life. So, pro tip. Okay. Why is it on that one? I pressed the wrong pedal, apparently. All right, so we are going to be doing RCC's MORRISpree, and we're going to go all the way down to 40 beats a minute. And we're just going to go up one click at a time. I'm not actually going to play the rim shots so I can save my sticks. That's where one of the mistakes was that we fixed. And then the rim shot here. Otherwise, it's the same as the previous one. Slow on my behalf. I've seen them play both the singles and paradiddle diddle at the end, so hence why it's got both of them written out. So if you're curious, that's why. The first line is a tap off by the center snare. Hence why I was not playing it. A little early. Tap off. It's so slow. We're using this as our warm-up. We will stretch and massage after I play through it at 44, so 5 reps. And then we'll get back into it, going one click at a time. Early on the flam tap, second note. I need to stay relaxed. Oops. And light on those accents. I'm putting a little more weight behind them than I need to, Because as we get faster, like, it's just the velocity will happen just by pulling it up. So I don't need to, like, oops. That's the change, the correction, and I screwed it up. So better with the accents being lighter, but yeah, overall the rhythmic interpretation was a little off on taps in particular. So I'm going to focus on that this rep. Edward, hello. Good morning, and welcome back. Kurdish, good morning. Nice. You woke up at 4 p.m.? Man, you needed that sleep, apparently. All right, now that we got the blood flowing a little bit, let's get the arms nice and relaxed. So we're going to stretch and massage. So you pull in, you pull in. It's in the afternoon for you. Well, good afternoon, Edward. It is 8 o'clock in the morning for me. I like doing these morning streams. I used to, like, stream in the evening. I just, like, have more energy. If, like, especially if I've spent the whole day just, like, doing, like, video edits and, like, writing music or, like, just stuff that can be tedious or requires a lot of, like, mental focus. If you do traditional rotate and hold here, rotate and hold there, it's just, I don't know, it's nice being able to do these streams in the morning. I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm. I'm going to go on the wall. So the lower you go, the deeper the stretch. But, you know, don't put all your weight into it. That'd be bad. The hardest part that I do is like the script writing and stuff. Like it just takes so much more like mental energy to like go through that because it's just constantly thinking of what is the most efficient and effective way to like communicate something to a wide range of audiences. It's so much easier teaching in person than it is like creating content. Because like if like I say something in a way that somebody doesn't understand, I can just be like, "What'd you think of that?" Or like just ask a follow-up question, and then I can like, "Oh no, that's not what I meant. I meant blah blah blah." So that's why like the scripting stuff, like it would just like drain my brain if I spent the whole day just like working on like writing out lesson plans or scripts or whatever. So it's hard to stream at night, be tired. We're stretching the top side of the forearms. So this is getting the wrist is angled down, but again, don't put all your weight into it. The higher you go, the deeper the stretch. Now, let's do this. You played on Xbox 360 and it's good? I haven't played on an Xbox 360 in forever. Like, I had some friends who had it, but, like, I never owned any of the Xboxes. All PlayStation. PlayStation and a PC. I felt like that was, like, the best combo to go with. So I'm doing finger to fingers, just stretching them. Ooh, good ASMR. Enjoy that. Because with PC, like, most of the games that, like, Microsoft exclusive, like, it also come out on PC. And then you also got the Sony exclusives. Oh no, although now like they're having a lot of crossover with like Sony porting a lot of stuff onto PC, which is great for people who don't have a console. Oh wow, my forearms are sore. Okay, so I'm just massaging up and down the forearms, just trying to get everything nice and relaxed. I also recommend massaging and stretching like your upper body and your shoulders because tension will kind of work its way down your arm. But because I like did a workout before this, like I don't need to focus on that area. So I'm just focusing on this. What was the worst PlayStation? I would say PlayStation 1, just because they've gotten better every single time. Or I think he mentioned it last time, PlayStation Vita. That one was not a success financially for Sony. Now we're going to massage. We're doing the hand. And then the backside is getting massaged by the fingers. And then we'll get back into some MORRISpree. So we'll pick up at 45 and just go up one click at a time. Try to get relaxed. Okay. So now we're doing base to tip of each one of the fingers. Do it at least 2 times. Maybe 3. Maybe 4. Maybe 7. Just kind of work your way through it. It's such a color contrast. It's like we got like an Instagram filter on. And then it changes colors. Huh. Weird. They're 2 separate cameras, so like they're gonna act wonky. Be a little different from each other. Alright, let's resume this. We stretch and massage. Now we play through it. Starting faster than anyone has ever played this before. 45 beats a minute. Oh my goodness. Ooh, the hands feel better already. Oops. Screwed up the sticking there. Unsub. A little late on the accent. Yeah, the weight on the accents are still not where I want them to be. They need to be lighter. It'll help when I speed it up. Now again, this play along will release publicly for free in a month. Actually, a month from today. So you can use this VOD that's on YouTube to like practice along to this. Until then, which is why I'm playing from 40. I started playing the phrase in the first page. I wasn't really paying attention to the music. How do I think of the four-lit section? Clarify what you mean by that. Like, as in, do I think it's cool, or like how to play it? Because I do think it's cool. It's weird. In a good way. Not the new political version of that word. You never seen something like that? Yeah, so it's, okay, so here's how you can think of it. So if we have quarter notes, 2, 3, 4 more, chugga-da, 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 paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. You're suddenly going into basically 16th notes, if we're just triplet into 16th note. And when you're playing this, it's a 5-note pattern for it. So it's paradiddle, tap, paradiddle, tap. So it's just a paradiddle with an extra left. But what your hands are doing is you're playing diddle and then 4 lefts in a row. And then you happen to be adding in 2 right hands for the grace note, but otherwise it's 4 lefts. If that makes sense. So just the timing wise, it's just going chugga-da, 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 paradiddle, 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 But again, it's a 5-lit pattern, so chugga-da, 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 chugga-da. It's a little weird, but this play along should hopefully help with you to be able to figure that out. But if you're trying to practice it, again, just like take off those 2 grace notes and just play the left hand. And then add in grace note. Yeah, you could call it a 4-lit, but like it's literally just 16th notes on the beat. So if the exercise were written out in 4/4, then there would be a little 3 over everything, except for the 6 tuplets at the end. There'd be a little 6, and then right here there wouldn't be a 4 over this. So like it would be 3, 3, 3, 3 to indicate triplet, and then there would be nothing over the 4 because it's just like it's a given that this is 4 notes per quarter note. 4/4. But because this is actually written in 12/8, I just don't include the time signature because it just takes up space. The 12/8 automatically assumes a 3-note grouping for the eighth notes, so triplet, so we don't have a 3 over here. But because of that, we have to put a 4 over this, so it looks like it's weirder than it actually is. So if you just think of it as 4/4, is literally just playing 16th notes, if that makes sense. Good. Glad to see it makes sense. Have I gotten the Granny Gun achievement? I don't know if I did in Goat Simulator. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out with like learning how to play that phrase. It's an interesting phrase. You're welcome. Here to help. Yeah, use this VOD on YouTube to be able to practice until this one comes out next month. And then you can practice at whatever speed you want. Yeah, now. I love you. Bye. Scoot up the paradiddle there a little bit. Talking to my wife. Whoops. My bad. It's okay. I understand if you want to unsub. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, Lup, you actually are a member. So you have access to this and the like 200 and some odd videos. So you don't even have to watch the stream ever again. You could just go straight to this play along. It's under the Chop playlist. Welcome to the grind. Takes a while. I need to remember to get water on the next break. Remind me. Gotta stay hydrated. One of the things I'm trying to focus on is making sure that I don't have a downstroke when it's 2 accents in a row on a hand. I'll show you what I'm talking about on the second page. Or there, those rights. Right here. Sweet, let's get some water. I like this one. It's a good one. Very good. So this is 2 liters of water. I've already drank a whole one of these today. I still need more. I'm a very thirsty person. I've been hospitalized several times for dehydration. Like my body, for whatever reason, just needs to process a lot of water. Or I literally get hospitalized if I don't. Gotta get hooked up to like an IV and whatnot. Scary. Turns out I like living, so I drink a lot of water. Ew. Messed up that diddle. Couldn't even pronounce it correctly. Let me pause here to say, so this right hand right here is an upstroke that starts up and ends up because you're playing another right hand right here. So it's the same thing for the second page with this left hand right here. So the left, I think you can see my mouse. Yeah. Okay, so the left here stays up right before you go into the cheese. So that's what I was like talking about, where I need to make sure those are not downstrokes. They need to remain up. Anyways. Figure I should probably be more clear. I do remember you. You were in stream a couple days ago. Welcome back. Just got a notification that my watch is charged. Yes. Important. Oops. Oops. Wrong sticking. When playing that like little flat spin, really focus on the taps on the left. Keeping those in time, especially at this speed. Oops. Played the wrong sticking. Hey, I'll see you then. Thanks for stopping in, Edward. Tap, 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 tap. Can't let the visual screw up the playing. Like my talking screws up my playing. What sticks am I using? Hardeman hammers. They're the same feel as a Hardeman, but they are extra heavy. And there's a link to them under the tips section on my website or /gear. I like them because they're great for working on chops and endurance. And I like normal Hardemans as far as performing. So they're like chopsticks. Like, not for eating. I mean, like for building up chops. But yeah, so Lup, in the description of each one of the videos, the second link, the percussion books and gear I recommend, if you click on that, that shows you all of the, like the pads I'm using, like the low volume cymbals and heads I'm using, etc. So if you're ever curious, you can use those links. They are affiliate links with Amazon, so I get like 4%-ish back. So thank you for the people who've used those when you're buying whatever. You don't even actually have to buy what's on there. You could buy a television. after using the links, and it would count, which is pretty cool. Didn't mean to do the rim shot there. I'm so sorry. Blew out your eardrums. Perfect. Yeah, the Dijonets are really thin, but they're long and heavier for a drum set stick. But I'll show you after this rep what they look like compared to this. But I like them. They're good for having the length of like a marching stick and some weight. Because I like these heavy sticks. Check out how different they are. Like they're just, so they're like almost as long as like a marching stick. So like that's pretty good for a drum set stick. And these are like filed down because of the cymbals. Unfortunately, the low volume cymbals have these like little holes in them, which makes them way quieter. But it also like turns your sticks into like a vampire stick. So these are not normally this pointed. So don't run with these. You might impale yourself. That would be bad. But yeah, I like the Dijonets because of the length and the weight, etc. They're good. Anyways, let's play. Cheese grater cymbal. You're funny. It's true. But you know what? It's great if you're like in an apartment or something. Not annoy everyone around you. Like my wife can be on the other side of the house and asleep when I'm playing drum kit. And it doesn't wake her up. Which is great. Brush that diddle a little bit. What are the thinnest drum set sticks I know of? Oh, I don't know. There is this like weird brand that came with one of the drum kits that I bought that like they were thinner than the Dijonets and they were weird. They were also like banana shaped, like curved on a lot of them. I doubt that company is still in existence because those sticks were terrible. Whoops, screwing up this a lot. But yeah, they're like literally instead of like this, it would like bow out like that much. It was like no exaggeration. Terrible. Some of the sticks were straight, but a lot of them were that bad. Do you guys not have quality control? I'm guessing no. That's a good one to use. Yeah, you could go hunting with them. Just put some string on it. Whoop. Give it to my dog. Then you could be like, Aloy. Oops. Cool, a couple more reps. All right, so we're going to play at 69. We'll play it at 70. And then I'll resume from 70 on the next drum technique stream. But tomorrow will be limb independence. All right, so last rep, playing at 70. That's definitely not 70. Here we go. Sweet. So again, tomorrow we'll work on limb independence, and then the next drum technique stream we will resume starting at 70. If you want to find this play along, it will release publicly for free in a month from today, actually. But you can find literally over 1,000 free play alongs on my home tab of YouTube. Click here, and then it shows you all of the playlists. There's a lot of them. The very first video at the top of every one of these playlists, whether it's the drumming tips, the technique exercises, the chop exercises, whatever, when you click on it, it's got a video that is unique to that playlist that specifically talks about like how to use and practice with all the different play-alongs, like these chop exercises. But every single video, the very first link takes you to my website. This is everything that you just saw, but just it's organized better. So all 55 chop exercises, all of the 900 grid variations broken down into these playlists. We've got 55 drum charts, over 200 marching bass stuff, almost 200 technique stuff, all of the prior live streams, the drumming tips, blah, 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 blah. Timestamps are in the description of every one of the videos, either for a BPM or for like, here's what I talked about in each one of the sections. But again, if you enjoy this content, just share it with somebody else. It just helps me out so more people can find the free resources. And remember that all of the members' first videos are scheduled to release publicly, like RCC's MORRISpree. So that one will come out. But you can use today's stream to work on this, to practice it from 40 all the way up to 70. And then the next drum stream will do 70 up to, I don't know, 120? We'll find out. So you can find that in this Drumming Live Streams playlist. But I'm going to call it here, and I'm going to get ready for some Hogwarts Legacy this morning. So we'll be doing that. Stay tuned for more drumming streams and literally a new play-along every single day. We got like 200 scheduled, so a lot. And I'm going to make more because, you know, can't stop, won't stop. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and goodbye.